Hi, welcome to another episode of The Life of Riley. This is his Liberty chapter. So we've done some sessions here with him, preparing him for Liberty. And what I'm going to show you now, this is something we've actually spent, how many? 4, maybe 5 sessions doing. The idea is I want to teach him a specific position to be in, where we actually have him synchronize with me, or get to a point where he synchronizes with me. It won't happen right away, but it will happen. So if I was to synchronize with his movement, then I would be sticking with him, and it would be a rapport building exercise. What I'm asking of him today is that he synchronize with me, and it becomes an exercise of me guiding him. So he learns his position, and he starts to understand where to be. There's a lot of benefits from this going forwards. It's one of the key components for increasing your draw. Draw being a horse's willingness to be with you, basically. So right now I don't have a lot of connection because something else is connected with him. So let me just see. What if here, bop, bop, bom, here, bop, bop, bom. Connection can be assessed through attention. All right, Riley, what I really want is that part of him right by my shoulder. So I'm going to do a little something here. I say, come on, my friend. And I've got an extension. If I need to, I can actually take this back, put it around his hinds and say, come forwards with your hind legs. See if we've got a stop. We've got little stops, good. Now this has been pretty easy for him. Because of the way that I taught him to lead, this hasn't been difficult for him. It's more precise, and I want him in a particular place exactly. Which we're starting to work on here now, but it hasn't been difficult. So everything's very congruent in the approach. My friend, my shoulders, there. And I've got this little deal where I'm going to turn my shoulders and say stay with them, put them on a larger track and see him put effort into it. Yes, yes. Get back where he doesn't have to put effort into it, and then we stop and reward that. So I'm using the rail very simply because that gives me a support on that side. My string, if I was to put it way back here, gives me a support behind him, also a support beside him. And when I teach him the backup, I've got that support in front. So it's actually like a little arena, a little rectangle. Now that might start off quite a large rectangle with rubber walls, but pretty soon they get a bit more rigid. As he gets more precise, as we get more precise, and it gets smaller, shrunken down. All right, we're off again. Now, due to the camera being there, I'm just going to turn my shoulders, see if I can follow them. Yes, good man. So, of course, I want to do as little as necessary while doing as much as he needs for me to do for him to really understand what's expected. He can make there. All right, good. Nice. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try a little fancy move to see if I can change sides and directions at the same time. Then I'm just going to head round the rail. So I've kind of lost him here. So here we are. We're off again. So I want him on the rail, and now I want to be going away from you. So I'm going to firstly just see, can I make a 180-degree turn? As he's turning to his hinds, disengage until his eye comes through, yes! Which, if you've seen the previous, so he's not precise yet, but he's doing a pretty good job of being around where my shoulder is. His ear, if it stays in front of my shoulder, then he's not going to change behind me when I don't want him to. That will be a move we do later when I do want him to. But if he's doing it randomly whenever he wants, he won't be able to do it correctly when I do want him to do it. So I'm going to make a little circle off the rail so we lose the support of the rail. It's a little harder for him now. Because he has to work a little harder. Yes, there we go. To that, what I want to do, acknowledge that. Okay, you're pretty happy with that deal there. That's my boy. Okay, come around, there we go. So, we'll come around here a little bit. I'm going to make that move again where I turn half a turn and then go through his hindquarters. I was a little out of position, I shut him down a bit. Oh, that was good though, good from you. Come back to the rail, so I get the support of the rail. And this becomes a dynamic neutral. So I want him to find that this is the neutral position in motion. So it's dynamic, but this is where everything's fine. So what I don't want to be doing is making a lot of transitions just yet. Or you poke your eye into my hat. So I don't want to be going stop, start, making it really difficult for him. I don't want to build it up to where he says, gee, being close to you is so difficult, I'd rather not be close to you. So I could just walk all the way around this arena multiple times. One great little exercise I can do that I've showed a couple of times already is simply put him on a bigger turn. So he's on the outside. If I turn my shoulders, does he put into coming back with me to the rail? At this point he doesn't have to put as much effort in, and we stop in position. So it makes the position look pretty good. I haven't had to correct there today, not too much, but often you'll just go come up. They might drift out a little bit. When you come back, that pushes them in. So they snug up to you again. You stop, they go, oh, so coming to you, just like when we did the recall exercise, coming to you is actually what gives me the release. So that's a good deal. Well done, Rick Riley. Well done, my little Rick Riley. So we're going to carry on and play around here a little bit. I'll do a little bit around the rail. I'm going to do short sessions with him. No need for big sessions. I'll just spread it out over the winter. So if you'd like to join, you can follow along with us. You're more than welcome to.